Hello, this is Stephen Charles. I serve people that don't do me wrong. I don't serve people that do me wrong. I find a way to stop them. And you're invited to join me in this. It's called Team Fairness. So the last video I made was about Adam Smith was wrong, and the sentiments from the wealthy, powerful people are very, very limited. They don't have much care for us. They don't have hearts. If they do, they're very small, like Scrooge, you know. And they're cruel. They enjoy punishing people. They enjoy having power over others. So where's the sentiments that Adam Smith talks about? So we need fairness economics. So that it doesn't matter what you're talking about, what type of fairness, what other branch of knowledge of economics, Kensington or whatever, if it's based on fairness for everyone, then all of them are on the right track. So capitalism created some horrible working conditions, and then we had a rebound with unions. And so the unions were being done wrong, the people working, so they made unions, and they got higher wages, and they got safer jobs, and they got benefits. But the unions are not fair to others. So the unions there's like a war against non-union versus union, and the unions, anybody that's not a signatory, paying them money, you can't even go on the job site to turn some water system off or whatever that needs, you have to get somebody that's union to do it. So it's ridiculous. There's you have to wait a day, maybe somebody got killed in the meantime. It's not practical. It doesn't make sense. So I was union, and I was getting shot by the crossfire between the two groups everywhere I went, because I wasn't with either side. I'm with the side of fairness. It hadn't been developed yet. They say, go with the flow. Well, the flow is going to be the way of fairness, and it's going to be a real powerful flow. And I'll be going with the flow. When the flow is going the wrong way, I'm not going with the flow. It has to be going the right way. So we need unity. That's why we have an invitation for everyone to join this idea of have fairness in every system. We can have fairness in the unions at the foundation, fairness in the capitalism at the foundation, fairness in the Marxism at the foundation. Marxism wasn't fair. It was violent revolution. They didn't care what you thought about it. They just said, we're going to take over. And if you don't agree, we'll kill you. And that's the same thing the law of the land is. We're going to rule you with the law of the land. We don't care if it's fair or not. Apparently, they don't care. Who's writing the laws? The wealthy and the powerful. Adam Smith was wrong. So, we need to have fairness fundamental in the politics of the whole world. We need to have fairness in the religions. The religions are supposed to be about God and love and goodwill for humans. Instead, they have wars against each other. And they tell you those other kind are going to hell. They're not doing what we tell you to do. Only our group goes to heaven. And they all say that in one way or another, generally speaking. There's some exceptions, of course. Church of Fairness is one of the exceptions. So, when we have fairness fundamental to every system that we have, it doesn't matter what system. It doesn't matter if you call it communism. If it's fairness communism, it's fine. We don't care if you call it capitalism. If it's fairness capitalism, it's fine. We don't care if it's socialism, if it's fairness socialism. We don't care if it's authoritarianism, if the authority of the authoritarianism is fairness. So everything they do is based on fairness. So fairness is the authority. See what I mean? So it is the authoritarianism, with the fundamental law of fairness being the authority. See what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what other category. If fairness is fundamental to all these different categories, philosophy, if you put fairness, ethics, civics, study of government, you need to have fairness at the foundation before you start studying it, so you know what to look for, so you know where they're in the wrong. Why do we use the word wrong? They're wrong? What does that mean? We all know what it means to be done wrong by someone else. We don't need an education. We know that when we're 2 years old. We're born with that knowledge. We can argue about the nature of creation, God or not. It does not matter if fairness is fundamental to all these concepts of God or no God. Fairness for everyone. This is what the people can do. No one can stop us. We want this. Thank you.